Hello, so before I get started on today's video, I just wanted to make a quick announcement. Recently, I had the opportunity to speak with Nina and Gabriel from their channel Rational Typology, and they do a series where they ask people of the different types the same questions, and it's really interesting. So the interview that they did with me is up. It went up yesterday, so I will link that down below, and you should take a look at the rest of their channel. They do really good work and they're really lovely people. So thanks again to Nina and Gabriel for reaching out to me and giving me that opportunity. So for today's video, what I wanted to do was talk about things that you might find on an INFP's camera roll on their phone. And this is based on things on my camera roll that show up over and over again that I think might be type related. So first thing is rather obvious, but is photos of our pets, because obviously we have a really special bond with them and they make us happy. And the first thing first thing I do when I get a new phone isn't take a selfie, I take a picture of my cat usually, and they often end up as our lock screens and phone backgrounds as well. And children can also fit into this too if an INFP has children. So pets. And the second thing is pictures of the sky, which is kind of a meme on the INFP subreddit. They joke about it a lot because apparently they all have a bunch of photos of clouds in the sunset on their phones too. So I think maybe it has to do with the sky never looks the same twice, and even from moment to moment it changes, and so we want to capture the beauty of that moment and then, you know, have it with us, and so we can look at it again. And there's something especially about sunsets with all the really deep, rich reds and oranges and purples mixing together, and it creates this painting, and it almost has this ethereal quality for us, and so we really like taking photos of the sky. And another thing is a bunch of screenshots of results of personality tests, which this can be, you know, MBTI or Enneagram or Socionics, and it can also be tests about what character in a TV show you are. And this has to do with one of our core motivations is to truly understand ourselves, and sometimes we can understand ourselves through characters in TV shows, fictional characters, or, you know, when you take a personality test, you have this external set of data, and then it can sometimes, you know, you have that information and you can kind of, you know, not objectively all the time, but you can look and see what traits you have that it tells you. And then it'll often give famous people of that MBTI type or that Enneagram type, and then sometimes you'll find that you related to those people already, and then that kind of explains it. So, and we just find it fun to do these quizzes in general, and so we have lots of screenshots of those on our phones, I think. And we also have screenshots of quotes, because INFPs love language, and we love when something is so eloquently and perfectly worded, whether it's expressing an idea or a feeling, or if it's just something that makes us laugh. You know, we want to have it with us and be able to look at it, because when we're speaking, I think we always want to get the words out to fully express authentically and, you know, eloquently, whatever it is. And so when we see that in somebody else's writing, we really like it. It speaks to our souls, I guess. And we also have a lot of pictures just in general of nature and wildlife, kind of for this similar reasons that we have a lot of pictures of the sky, is because we're just sometimes I think INFPs feel more at home and at ease out in the woods than they do in the middle of a city, just because I think a lot of INFPs, they don't like all the stimulation that's happening in the city, and you have this industrial noise and everything, and we would rather be in the woods and listening to the wind in the trees and the birds. And so when we capture it in a photo, it captures that feeling for us, and so we can, you know, go back and look at it and kind of relive that moment. And kind of an overarching theme, I think, of a lot of these is that INFPs are private people, but when I take a photo that I really like, I show it to my friends and my family because, you know, I want them to be moved by the quote, or I want them to really appreciate the beauty of the sunset in the photo that I took. And so I think we take these things so that in the future, we at least have the option to share it with other people if we want to, which isn't everybody, but we do like to share these things with other people because it's something that, you know, at least in the moment we thought was important enough to take a picture of. So in any case, that's things that you'll find on an INFP's camera roll. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. And thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.